Today on Getting Real with the Housewives, would Bronwyn Wind and Burke return to the OC Housewives?
I don't miss the toxic part of it. I don't miss the fighting, the bringing women down.
Then Alexia from Miami Housewives spills the details on Lisa's divorce.
When you're in it yourself, it's very hard to see that, and I don't think she ever saw that coming.
Plus, we're breaking down the latest social media debacle between Kathy Hilton and Lisa Rinna. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here with Us Weekly executive producer Mandy DeCamp, and welcome to another week of Getting Real with the Housewives. Lots of drama, lots of shows. There's a lot to break down.
So many shows. I binge watched 3 in a row. So
a lot of Housewives to get to. But before we get to all that, what did you guys have to say about last week's show, Mandy?
All right. So Emily M wrote in and said, don't want Caroline back. The Housewives shows have changed from what they were, and I don't really care for it. Now they're out to destroy each other, and I don't find that entertaining. A Housewives that wants to come back and knock the crap out of someone is a no for me. A lot of you did not want Caroline back in the comments. So we were in the minority there, Christina.
I guess so. That's interesting. I mean, it is true. I mean, I guess that is what kind of Housewives has turned into. It's very
so.
But yeah, it's not, because I guess if they're all getting along, there's not really much to talk about.
I'd like to go back though to like the original OC in New York. I mean, I feel like they were still fighting then, but maybe it just wasn't as vicious.
Yes, maybe that's true. It's probably like about like I don't know, wearing the same outfit out somewhere. Right. I don't know. It's like, yes, very trivial things, but this is like, people going to jail now. All right. D. Rodriguez says Sutton was going through a lot in her personal life last year. Extreme stress without proper coping skills will do terrible things to a person and will be reflected by their behavior. I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what she went through. I mean, I know she went through a breakup and, all the stuff with Erika that happened last year. So maybe that was taking a toll on her.
Maybe. We're definitely going to see more of that come out between her and Erika next week. Yeah, we'll get to that.
All right. Well, let's get into the Housewives news this week. And we've got lots of Teresa Giudice news. While Teresa is eagerly looking forward to her forthcoming nuptials to Louis and blending their families, her ex-husband, this is ridiculous, Joe Giudice, is single and ready to mingle with Teresa's bridal party. So Teresa uploaded this Instagram photo and Joe commented, "Is the tall one married?" Now the photo is of Teresa with her future sister-in-law, Veronica Rulas and Jennifer Rulas. She captioned it, "Thank you to my beautiful sisters in love for always giving me a reason to smile." Now, of course, Teresa shares her 4 daughters with Joe and got engaged to Louis back in October. And they've been enthusiastically planning their wedding, but whoa, I mean,
no, Joe, no. Like, go on Raya. Go to the local.
They probably won't let him on Raya.
Coffee shop. Yeah, they probably won't. That's so true.
But oh my God. Right, anything. Oh my God. But do you imagine though, if Louis' sister-in-law ended up, I mean, this is not going to happen, but if she ended up dating Joe, they all get married in one big happy family once again.
They would be amazing. That would be good TV.
But please let us know. Was Joe okay to comment on this? Let us know in the comments.
Well, more Teresa news. Teresa and Louis are reworking their initial plans for their wedding after Ramona Singer accidentally posted the date and location of their big day. So, of course, we talked about this last week. She accidentally posted their invitation, which revealed the location, the date, etc. So the MTV Movie and TV Awards, Teresa told ET, I called her and I'm like, can you please take that down off your story right now? And she's like, oh my God, what did I do? She was like, it was the most beautiful invitation I ever got. And I get a lot of invitations.
Got a lot of friends.
Yeah, of course. Although the couple agreed that it was an honest mistake, the reality star noted that they implemented some changes because of the incident. She said, now I'm going to have extra security. So at the time that she posted the invitation, a source confirmed to Us Weekly that the details were accurate. The insider also noted that Giudice's co-stars from RHONJ and season 1 of Ultimate Girls Trip all received invites. Real Housewives of New York star, for her part, issued an apology after leaking the information. She told Page 6, Ramona is so sorry. She was not thinking and is so excited for Teresa and loved the invitation. She has since apologized to Teresa. That was from her rep.
Oh, Ramona. Obviously she didn't do this on purpose, but it's
Did she? I don't know.
who knows? I mean, it is unfortunate for Teresa because, this is like a big, obviously one of the biggest days of her life. And, she's got a lot of fans in New Jersey. She's getting married in New Jersey. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to show up.
I know. I wonder if they will. Like, that would be
right.
So fun.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure security is going to be tight, but we'll have to wait and see.
I would love to be a wedding crasher.
Oh, God, I would love to.
Pull it off. We could just say we work at Us Weekly.
That's true. She invited us. They wouldn't blink twice. All right. Well, this is a very complicated story, so bear with us. So Lisa Rinna claims that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Kathy Hilton paid a marketing manager to start an online feud between them. So Lisa posted some screenshots of direct message conversation that allegedly took place between Bravo fan account Your Moms Are Watching and marketing expert Patrick Summers, in which he implied that Kathy hired him to plant negative stories about her rival. Now, Lisa has since deleted these posts, but Your Moms Are Watching wrote, "I have tea. I just DM'd with Patrick Summers, the kid that sent Rinna a text last weekend threatening her. Rinna then posted the text and the kid posted Rinna's number and it became a big thing. Well, he just admitted to me Kathy Hilton paid him to do this." The account continued alleging, turns out he made everything up just to divert focus from the fact that Lisa was calling out Kathy for the slurs she made in Aspen. So back in March, reports surfaced that Kathy allegedly used a homophobic slur when speaking about Sutton Stracke's assistant Josh during the group's dramatic trip to Aspen, which I can't wait to see. It's going to be great. The designer subsequently denied the claims via social media after a fan asked, "Did Kathy Hilton really use a slur when talking about your assistant?" Sutton replied, "No." So she followed that up by sharing a selfie with Josh and Kathy, revealing that her longtime assistant had gotten a promotion. "He executes everything we do around here with grace and style, and we have fun while doing it." Now, Sutton wrote this back in March, adding, "Kathy Hilton has been nothing but kind and respectful to him." While Summers did not state whether he was hired to distract from the alleged incident in his DMs with Your Moms Are Watching, he did confirm that he was asked to pull attention away from my client. "I did that." So he reiterated the terms of his alleged agreement with Kathy in a since deleted Instagram post. And he's saying, "My latest assignment was executed against Lisa Rinna. I never reveal a client's personal information per my NDA agreement." He said, "My latest marketing campaign was to draw attention away from my client. That's exactly what I did. All narratives associated with my latest campaign are false. I was compensated over $27,000 for my work." Now, he also claimed that all of the negative stories about Lisa were planted and that she was not involved in any lawsuits or new reality shows. And he said, "And frankly, I've never met Lisa." Now, neither Kathy or Lisa have publicly commented on this scandal, but this is very convoluted, very complicated. But yeah, so basically it seems like allegedly Kathy hired this guy to plant some bad stories about Lisa.
Yeah. I mean, I would say where there's smoke, there's fire. So it seems like this didn't come out of nowhere. I don't think this guy completely fabricated everything. He could have for sure, but it seems like something's there.
Something's there. And it's odd that we haven't seen Kathy this season yet. Like we're a few episodes in and she hasn't been around.
Well, I guess Paris'
the wedding
kind of took over, which I thought we'd see some of. Maybe we'll see it next week, but I don't think so. Maybe they saved it all for the Peacock special.
I think so, because we only got a little clip of it, and I wanted more.
I know. I really wanted more too. I can't commit to another show, guys.
No, I can't. But very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Yes.
All right. So this story, we later found out after we wrote this that it's probably not true, but I want it to be true. So we're still going to share it. Totally. Blogger Bravo and Cocktails had a fan write in that their girlfriend and sister were cast on the Real Housewives of Winnica. Am I saying that right?
I think so. I had to look it up.
If anyone's from that area, sorry if I said it wrong, but let us know. They said it's about old money and that they found out they were on the Housewives just last month. They did a cast trip already to Boca Raton, and 4 of the girls went to Maui for a vow renewal. All right, so I'm not going to lie. I had to Google where this was because I had no idea. But it turns out it's right outside of Chicago. It's 16 miles north of Chicago. It's one of the wealthiest places in the nation in terms of household income. There's still possible rumored casts also in Scottsdale, Arizona, and Nashville. So another blogger, Faces of Bravo, came out and said that his source said this is not true at all. Not any of these 3 shows are real. So what do you think? Would you want any of them? Would you want one of them? Like, what do you think?
I want all of them. Give
Me
me
too.
all. give me
Absolutely.
one. But maybe we have to space them out a little bit because I don't know if we can watch another one. But
I know.
I've been talking about Nashville for a while. I think Nashville would probably be the next best thing.
I think we need a Southern one since Dallas is gone. I vote for Real Housewives of Mississippi as I live here now. And I think I've met some women who would be perfect for it. Although I don't know if they do it, but I would love to cast it. But Nashville's the next best thing to me. I feel like something in the South, definitely. Scottsdale, Arizona. Like I have a good friend who just moved to Arizona. It's like definitely, I don't know. I wouldn't say up and coming. I think it's been up and coming for a long time, but I feel like I'm just starting to hear more about Arizona.
Oh, definitely. I feel like that's like the next one too. But I agree with you. We need a Southern Housewives. We're missing that Southern charm, so we definitely need it. All right. Well, let's get into our this week's Real Talk. And we recently caught up with Bronwyn Wind and Burke, who revealed if Kelly Dodd and Emily Simpson ever apologized to her. Take a look. Remember on the OC, I know Kelly made jokes about your sexuality. Emily called you selfish for exploring your sexuality. Did you ever get an apology from any one of them?
No.
Were you hoping to get one?
No, I'm a realist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever run into Kelly in OC since the show?
I haven't. I actually haven't. So, but part of that's because when I go home and I'm with the kids, I don't really go out in Orange County anymore. When I'm home, I'm 100% home.
Yeah. Do you miss the show at all?
I do.
Yeah.
And I mean, parts of it. I don't miss the toxic part of it. I don't miss the fighting, the bringing women down. I miss the crew. I miss the excitement of getting mic'd up and filming. That to me is, that's fun. It is fun. And I miss that part of it. I've been pretty lucky that some other opportunities have come up where, I still get to do the fun parts and it's more on par with who I want to be and where I want to go.
Yeah. Were you disappointed that, Bravo didn't give you that other opportunity to kind of have, I don't want to call it like your redemption story, but like to see how you were on the other side of, dealing with the sobriety and everything else? Were you hoping to kind of have that moment?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You saw me getting sober, and getting sober is very hard. You saw me detoxing. And I think, I still to this day get so many people that are struggling with sobriety or trying to get sober that reach out to me. And I do wish we had done sobriety the service that it deserves, because getting sober and living sober are very different things. Mm-hmm. And I wish I had gotten to show everyone what living sober looks like, because it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, definitely. Did you watch this past season at all? Do you have any thoughts on it?
I didn't. And I can't, and just because it was hurtful, it was hard to see my friends on there when I wasn't. I just didn't think it was a good choice. And now, honestly, I don't really watch any TV anymore because I'm just too busy. Right. What did you think of Noella joining the cast? I mean, I love Noella. We were very, very close. So and this had been a dream of her for like 8-9 years. So I was happy that her dream came true. I know she had a very hard year. I know she was struggling with a lot of things that were unexpected. I wish she had gotten more grace. I wish the viewers had gotten to see the side of her that I got to see. Mm-hmm. Are the two of you still friends, or are you no longer friends anymore? I don't know what we are, and I'm not really going to categorize it. I've reached out a couple of times. Mm-hmm. I love the guy she's dating. Bobby is a great guy. She blocked me on Instagram. We haven't had much contact, but like our kids go to the same school. Mm-hmm. It's a small town. I'm still friends with her ex-husband, which is probably hard on her. I would imagine that could be a deal breaker. But I will never, I have hope that she'll be in my life again one day. Yeah, definitely. Would you ever go back to the show? No. Now that I've had time away from it to process it all, it wasn't a good fit for me. Mm-hmm. I wasn't made to be a housewife. I'm an advocate. I love speaking up about LGBTQ stuff. Mm-hmm. I love advocating for, women's rights to our bodies. There's a lot of things that I'm very passionate about, and drama and toxicity and finding secrets about people. None of those make the list. And it's hard to work a program, a 12-step program, and be on a show like that, because, they're very discongruent. Yeah, I didn't think that she'd get the apology that she necessarily wanted.
Yeah, no. And I'm surprised she actually told you that she would not come back to the show.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Like you saw, she said it was kind of a toxic environment for her, but I'm sure if they came and knocking, she would be down.
Yeah. Well, we also chatted with Alexia from Miami, who spilled some details about Lisa's very public split that she's going through. Take a look.
How is Lisa doing?
Lisa's okay. Yeah, Lisa's okay. That's as, much as I can say. I feel like she would be like, the person that can speak about, her life and what she's going through right now.
Sure. I mean, what was your reaction to the split?
My reaction was disbelief and shock, because, sometimes even though like everybody sees it coming or whatever you may say, maybe like you as a viewer looking back at season 4, but when you're in it, it's very easy to judge on the outside and everybody has an opinion and forms their own opinions. But when you're in it yourself, it's very hard to see that, and I don't think she ever saw that coming.
Yeah, you don't think, we see from last season that she was working very hard at making this marriage work. So go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I feel like as a mom, as a woman, that, women always fight so hard, to keep their family together, for their children, because, you love your husband and, your family, and that's all she ever wanted. I really do believe that she fought very hard for her marriage and to keep her family together. But, at the end of the day, it was his decision.
Yeah. I mean, just like Lisa, Alexia said that she was in shock and disbelief about all of this. And it seems like it came out of nowhere for everybody else. But I don't know. It's going to be messy, but it'll make for a good Miami season next season.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into our Real Housewives Rewind, starting with the latest and newest franchise, Dubai. What do we think about Dubai, the second episode? I mean, I feel like we're still starting to get to know the ladies a little bit, but this money, the fashion, everything is just so over the top.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of Ayan for me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I know we heard more of her backstory and I felt for her in this episode. I did not expect that her relationship with her father was so bad. She said he, abused her. It was horrible.
Terrible.
Having said all that, I don't love her. She irritates me a little bit, and it was a lot of Ayan.
It was a lot of Ayan. I feel like I think did you say it last week that she's kind of like the Noella of the season? I feel like we're starting. I'm totally in agreement with that. But yes, it was a lot of Ayan. I need to get to know the other ladies a little bit. Yeah. I feel like Ayan is definitely going to be emerging as the villain of this season.
Definitely. Yeah. They just need to break it up a little.
They do. And then what did you think about that goat gift?
I mean, I was just going to say, if any of my friends want to bring me a goat, I'm into it.
I wonder what she did with it afterwards. If they still have it, I need an update on the goat.
I don't know. I would also like chickens. Those are good gifts. I love that.
I love it so much. I love it. But yeah, it was a good episode. But like you said, I'd like to spread the attention on some of the other housewives and get to know them a little bit more.
Definitely. Well, Housewives of Beverly Hills was also on this week, and we have a lot to break down from that. So first and foremost, we finally got I think, to Sutton's comment that has now taken over 2 episodes. So she said something about her daughter being in the hot tub with some friends that were diverse. This is all we're getting, I think. This is the gist of it. To me, it didn't sound that bad. What do you think? It didn't
sound that bad to me either. I don't know. Please let us know in the comments if it sounded bad to you. I mean, it didn't sound bad to Garcelle either. I don't know. I don't know what Crystal is trying to do with this. I don't know. But it's also strange too, because Sutton is still kind of defending Crystal too. She's like, but I really like her. I don't know why she's saying this.
Right. So is there something else that Crystal didn't say, that it isn't there? Yeah.
They're
still friends on social media.
They're still friends. They just went to a baseball game. I think we showed you guys a couple of weeks ago. So something is off here. We are missing something of this story. And I think the ladies have a good point. If you're going to bring it up, you have to say it.
You're on the Housewives.
yeah, this whole thing is just really, really strange. I'm not really understanding where we're going with this. And it almost feels like Crystal really wants a storyline this season. I hate to say it, but and maybe that's why she's doing this. I don't know.
Let us know in the comments. Do you guys think Crystal just wants a storyline? Do you think there's more to this comment that we don't know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn on this one.
I am too. It doesn't really make sense to me. And and then, we've learned a little bit more about Diana. Had this awful miscarriage at like 5 months. That's just absolutely terrible.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, I can't imagine going through that. And especially so soon after she had her daughter, right?
Yeah, because her daughter in the show, I don't know how she is now, but she was only just a year old. I don't know how many months she was, but so she must have gotten pregnant.
I thought she said she was 5 months too, unless she said she was 5 months pregnant. I can't remember, but it was soon after she had her daughter, I think.
Yeah, very soon. So that's just so sad. But she said that, she wants to try again and hopefully expand her family a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd be done there, but
I think I'd be done too.
Yeah. We also got a lovely tribute to Lois, who passed away during the episode. And Lisa, came back and hung out with the ladies and they all talked about her. They cheers to her. That was really nice. I loved Lois. I love that Lois loved being loved, with the likes on Instagram and everything. So
I love it. Yeah, no, it was a nice little tribute to her. And I thought Lisa handled it really well, but still so sad. Even at 93 and a half, it still stings just as much. I'm sure.
And she looked great for 93 and a half.
Great. So good. I know. Yeah. So good. All right. Well, let's move on to Atlanta. And I feel like it's starting to heat up a little bit, but these candy with these sex jokes and these vibrating underwear, I know. A little too far.
A little too far. Okay, so in her defense, at first I thought she just wanted them to wear the underwear to the play, and I was like, "What kind of play is this?" Also, isn't the play kind of serious? Like, why is she asking them? I thought it was going to be a sex themed play. It wasn't at all.
No, not like that at all. But no, a little too far.
Too far.
Yeah, and then we saw a little bit more about Kenya and her ex drama. It doesn't seem like he's very present in Brooklyn's life at the moment.
Yeah, I felt for her. I felt like that was we always say like some of the moments are real and some of them are not. I felt like that was an actually very real moment that she shared, and I felt for her.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems like Drew and Sonia are kind of, I feel like we're getting a taste of what's to come between the two of them.
Oh, definitely. I wasn't honestly too sure what they were fighting about in that moment. But I could find other things to fight about with Drew because she's a little cray.
She is, especially with this weight loss that drops by Drew. Like, she doesn't even know how much it costs. Like,
doesn't know any. Like, she was like, "Oh, look, here's our website." I'm like, "What? Yeah, good thing you have that."
Right. He's like, "We're working on an app."
Yeah.
But having like the whole mommy makeover, but still pushing a weight loss website doesn't really kind of add up.
It doesn't gel. No, I can't have lipo and a weight loss app.
Right. Yeah. Poor Sheree. I love that this episode was called She by Herself. So it was
oh my God, I didn't get that. Now I get, thank you.
She by Sheree, but Sheree went all the way to Philly, got stood up by Tyrone. I still don't understand why he just didn't call her back. But then the lawyer called the producers. Like, the whole thing didn't really make sense.
That was shady. Yeah. I do not think that was okay. I mean, I just can't believe she drove from New York to Philly. That's not like it's not a nothing drive.
Right. Yeah. And then he spoke to her that morning. She was all excited to see him. And then I don't know. I hope she was very cagey when I spoke to her about it. And she didn't really say if they were together or not together, kind of like, you're going to have to wait and see. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, she's like she said, she spent so much time on this relationship so that she wants to see it through. But I don't know. Doesn't really seem like
so cold outside at that restaurant.
Yes. Oh my God. She was free and she sat there for 2 hours.
2+ hours. I mean, if she's still with him after watching herself back on that episode last night, I hope or this week, I hope she leaves him because she looked kind of pathetic.
Yeah, I know. I would have been gone after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into our social spotlight of the week. Mandy, who caught your attention on social media?
All right. Ramona Singer posted this, lovely video on her Instagram. Take a look.
It's summer now. The weather's broken. It's Hampton time. Who wants to join me out here? I can help you rent or buy, either or. So contact me and we can have fun in the Hamptons.
So she captioned it, "Who wants turtle time with me in the Hamptons this summer? I can help you rent or buy, and not only out east, but in New York City as well. So contact me and let's make your dreams come true." She's working with Douglas Elliman. I just another housewife going to real estate, which made me think, do we need a spinoff show about housewives and real estate?
I feel like we do. I feel like they all have kind of gone into real estate. Kelly Beth Simone. I know that there's others. I know Tamara Judge, I think she did as well for a little while. So yeah, it seems to be the next thing you do after the housewives.
Apparently, yeah. Also, like, there's no rentals available in the Hamptons. I've asked friends, so.
I know. Ramona, you probably should have done this back in like January.
Yeah, like it's summer now.
Right. Mine goes, I wanted to just do one more shout out to Lois. Lisa posted this throwback photo. I guess it was Lois's birthday the other day. She wrote "Happy Heavenly Birthday" to our precious angel Lois, and shared a photo, a throwback photo of her mom and probably one of her daughters. So cute. And, you know, a nice little remembrance of her.
So sweet.
So sweet. All right. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Getting Real with the Housewives. If you want to listen to our full chat with Alexia from Miami, make sure to listen to our Housewives podcast. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, and Mandy and I will see you guys next week.
Bye.